Okay, so today we're going to do some division problems that talk with money. So we know, like we did with multiplication, that money involves decimal points, and sometimes those throw us off. But as long as we follow all the steps, then we're okay. So we have Gracie sold 9 cupcakes at the bake sale and had $13.50 in income. How much did she charge for each cupcake? So we know we need to divide how much she made by the number of cupcakes she had. So she made $13.50. So if we divide, when we do this, we're going to leave the dollar sign out. $13.50. Here is the most important thing that you can do right now. Where your decimal point is, also put it on top. Okay? 1350 divided by 9. Now, we're going to divide this out just like any other 4-digit number. So I'm going to list my multiples. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay. So when I do this, I am going to start. So 9 cannot go into 1, but it can go into 13. And it can go into 13, 18 is too much, so I need to go back. It can go into 13 one time. 1 times 9 is 9. 13 minus 9 is 4. Bring down my 5. Okay, now I'm ready to start all over. How many times can 9 go into 45? Well, that's a perfect match. 45 is a perfect multiple, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. 45 minus 45 is 0. I have a 0 left to bring down. Okay, so now how many times can 9 go into 0? Well, we know it can go in 0 times. That can't happen. 0 times 9 is 0, minus 0 is 0. So notice how our decimal point, since we put it where it needed to go, we can add our dollar sign. We can find out that Gracie charged $1.50 per cupcake. That is how we find out. Notice the division wasn't any harder. We just had to make sure we kept our decimal point lined up. Okay, now we're going to look at the problem. I'm not going to write it on the board, but here it is. Carl recycled 5 large aluminum cans and he earned $8. How much was he paid for each large can? So we know it's division. We know our larger number, our total is $8, and we're going to divide that by 5. So we know we've got $8. So I'm going to write it just like that. Notice I've moved my decimal point up. $8 divided by 5. So I'm going to do my multiples. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm going to put my divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Okay, how many times can 5 go into 8? 10's too much, so I have to go back. So it can go in 1 time. 1 times 5 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. Bring down my 0. Now I've got 30. I'm ready to start over. How many times can 5 go into 30? Well, look, that's an exact match for multiples. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 minus 30 is 0. I have another 0 to bring down. 5 can go into 0 times. And that means I've got 0 left down here. So I have no remainder. So Carl was paid $1.60 per can. The division's no harder. You just have to keep your decimal point lined up.